Alright, well, it's 314 React here, and today we're looking at more Unreal, this time with a few more settings on Reshade. So recently I've been using Regrade and Solaris with RT Global Illumination, and I've added the same settings to Unreal now. The unfortunate thing is that Solaris works, but Regrade does not compile. I don't know why, because this should be the same engine pretty much as UT99, and I'm also using the same DX11 renderer, so I'm not sure why Regrade isn't compiling there. If anyone knows, do let me know in the comments. Instead, I've added on curves and some extra color gradients. So here we have DLC sharpening, optical flow, global illumination, Solaris, and just depth of field. Then we add on curves, and then we add on color gradient just to give that little bit of extra color gradient and bringing the overall brightness so it's not too bright, sort of in lieu of having Regrade there. So let's have a quick look at the settings. So we've got curves here, where we've got both Luma and Chroma. We've got Parabola set as the formula, and we've got the contrast adjusted a little bit. RTGI and DOF are pretty much the same as they were in the last video. Solaris is set up there with some changes to the haziness and a bit of the exposure bias. So maybe I'll up that haziness just a little bit. There we go, let's max out that haziness. And then maybe, ooh, yeah, that bloom intensity. Let's raise that a little bit. Put that to 202. And we've got preserved tones and high resolution input on. Sharpness is at 740. We'll leave that there. Actually, let's see if we can crank that to 800, actually. Yeah, that looks good. Cool, we'll set it at 800. Color gradients, we've got some smooth separation, perceived luma, and a few changes to some mixtures here. We can even desaturate the image a little bit if we want. Maybe a tiny bit of desaturation there. There's colors to the midtones and shadows, which we might change while we're here. Maybe let's give it a bit more of a dark greeny sort of look in the midtones, and in the shadows we'll give it an even darker green. That's the global settings. And then there's enable color transitions, which is enable transitions of gradients depending on average scene luminance to simulate day-night color grading. Oh, very nice. So again, I think what we'll do for that is we'll lighten the green here, because I'm not really an expert on color grading or anything, but I'm just kind of guessing. So let's give that bit of a lighter color there, and then we'll go for a similar sort of green for night, but we will darken it down significantly, because I think green is a very good sort of Unreal-y color. Then if we go back up to desaturation, just turn that desaturation up a little bit more, and there we go. And that's with all the effects on, and then all the effects off, and then back on. And then let's step through the effects one at a time. So this is just, that's the base image. And then that's with DLC sharpening on. It's with optical flow and RTGI on. Magic HDR on, which is what really helps control a lot of these colors and give it that nice look that doesn't make things over bright. Solaris added in. We could put Solaris before Magic HDR, and that actually does look a little bit better, but kind of lose that hazy bloom effect. But it still has a bit of haze there, so we'll put Solaris before Magic HDR. We've got curves on. Actually, you know what? I think curves and Magic HDR is probably a bit too much with Solaris going before that, so we'll leave curves off now, and then we'll turn DOF on as well. So there we go. Now, as usual, all these settings will be in paste bin links in the description, so you can go to there and copy these in to your own Unreal installation, as well as instructions for how to get Reshade and the RTGI shader. So I've just noticed while underwater there's actually a kind of almost like a fake lens effect, and I think that's due to some of the new settings that I've added, and it's quite good because it actually looks like you're underwater. It looks a bit more dirty. That's from the RTGI. Probably the RTGI mixed with Solaris. Maybe Magic HDR color gradient. No, I think it's just RTGI. Adds a kind of foggy look to being underwater, which is pretty cool. I don't remember seeing that when I last played, and there's also a nice reflection of those crystals in the ground there. Oh yeah, it looks really cool. I like stuff like that, where it's like unintentional, but it looks cool. Works really nicely. So what we've also just done is tone down the mixing level of the color gradients to 195, just because when it's more towards the 300 range, there's a bit too much of those green colors in there. Obviously, the higher you go, the more they get mixed in. So if you reduce it to 195, still gives it that extra color grading, but not as excessive. In fact, we can probably turn that down just a little bit more. So there we go, that's it at 105. Nice. Let's keep that. Interesting area to look at. If we turn all of the effects off, this is the original look with DX11, and then back on. Oh yeah, again, just like Unreal, gives that whole scene a lot more depth. Covers up some of the pre-baked sort of shaded areas And gives it some nice screen space ambient occlusion, as well as giving it some extra detail. In fact, we can probably pump the ambient occlusion up even higher. The lighting seems to affect this game a lot less than it does on Unreal Tournament. I'm not sure why. So I'll pump that ambient occlusion right up to the max. Image-based lighting intensity, yeah, we can pump that very much higher. I think there's just fundamental differences between the two games that result in having to change some of these settings between them. That's quite intense. So we will maybe tweak those a little bit. Intensity at 1, maybe a bit too glowy. 2.5, 3.85. See, it just doesn't seem to affect the levels as much. Maybe there's less lighting in them? I don't know. Interesting. Anyway, let's leave it at that for now. I think that looks pretty good. Keeps the sort of art style, but very much increases the fidelity, especially with DLC sharpening on those textures and all that extra lighting. It's a shame we can't get Regrade working. Regrade was the real killer app on Unreal Tournament. Really made things look very, very nice. Really brought the whole effect together. Anyway, let's continue on. Another really interesting area that we saw previously, and Solaris is doing a whole bunch of extra work there. You can really see the extra glow it's adding to that. I mean, it's not a light source actively, but it's got quite a bit of light reflecting off of it. So when you turn on that, boom, it really gives it that extra punch to the lighting and the little fire in the background there. And look at this area here with the light coming in through the sunroof there. That is really, really nice. Really enhanced by the Solaris. Effect off. Whoa, yeah, effect completely off and then back on. Look at the difference. So we can really use this to go over the settings. Turn everything off and turn them on one at a time. DLC sharpening tightens up those textures. Flow and RTGI adds in a lot of extra lighting, more natural lighting. So it's like the lighting is actually bouncing in through that roof there. And we can see that in the lighting channel. Really giving that nice look. That'll be part of sky color and probably the image-based lighting intensity as well. Yeah, okay. So that's mostly sky color that's grabbing from there. And then the image-based lighting intensity seems to be filling in light from some of the other light settings. Nicely lights the weapon. And then the sky color intensity. Yeah, that's it. So it's cleverly picking up on that sky color and using it to light the area as if that light is actually coming in, which is really clever. Just pump that up a little bit. Let's leave that at 75 actually. I think that's maybe a bit too high. That adds in that nice lighting effect. And then you add in Solaris, which gives a nice glow to the sunlight coming in there, which looks like it's really a bright, sunny, cloudy day outside, which really looks nice contrasting with the interior here. And then you add in Magic HDR to give it that little bit of extra lighting. And then you add in the color gradients and then depth of field. Really, really nice. I love that effect. And then if we go back up the lift, really looks like there's sunlight coming in there and it looks gorgeous. And then works seamlessly into this internal area here. Oh no, the flies again. I hate these things. I hate these things. When you're trying to look at bump mapping on the floor and you keep getting attacked by weird flies. So because of the bump mapping and stuff, you can see the reflections, the SSR reflections actually curve around the bump map to even more reinforce the fact that that is a, you know, textured floor with actual detail on it and not just a flat surface. I mean, it still is a flat surface, but the Parralax occlusion maps and the bump maps give it the illusion that it is actually quite a bumpy surface. More looking at the roof here, you can see even more where that light's coming in. Just really giving it an extra look. Again, bringing that game engine forward almost a few years to making it look much better. All that extra glow. It just looks so beautiful. Even the way there's like shadowing in there looks like quite realistic as the light would sort of come down. Oh, it's really beautiful. Also, check out this. It's a really cool portal. Effect off. Oh my god. And then back on. Oh man, that looks awesome. Let's get a bit of depth of field on that as well. Oh yeah. That just looks great. I love those 90s effects. But then you enhance them as well, and oh yeah. We are in a very lavery area, which has a lot of fog in it. We turn the effect off. Still looks pretty nice. Still looks pretty foggy. Like there's a lot of atmosphere in here. Like a lot of dust and smoke in the air. But then you turn the effect on, and it just looks even better. Red hot glowing. And the water in this area. Look at that glow. Effect off. And back on. Oh yeah. Oh. So busy looking at the glowing water, I missed my ride out of here. We're finally in a bit more of an outsidey area here. Now we can really get a good look at the skybox and how much it's enhanced by all these effects. So here's the effect off. Still looks like a really nice skybox. Don't get me wrong, I love the Unreal skyboxes. But then back on. Oh yeah. So much extra lighting, definition. Gives it a bit more of a 3D effect as well. Okay, This area looks really good when the effect's on. So this is the effect off. You've still got the lighting and stuff from DirectX 11, the really nice parallax occlusion mapping on the floor there, giving some real depth to those textures, and to these textures here and here. It looks quite nice, I'm not going to lie, but then all of the reshade on, and boom. What a difference that is. Off, and then on. And as we go further underground, that lighting effect really kicking in down here. Here we are. Outside again. Look how bright that sky is. Wow. Whew, that is quite bright. Let's turn the effect off. I mean, it's quite bright even with the effect off, but the extra Solaris just really gives it a lot of brightness. Holy God, that's serious business. Ooh, the effect on the flames there as well. Nice big bit of armor. Ouch. There we go. Ooh, man, some more glowing lava there. I think the trouble with Unreal is there's a lot of these sort of maze-like areas where everything looks really symmetrical and similar. They can be a bit hard to find your way around. Boom. Of course, you've got the music as well, which is done by the same people who did UT99's music, but also the same people who did the music for Age of Wonders. Again, that light coming in the windows there. Ooh. Really contrasts nicely against the dark interiors. AI on these guys is really good as well. It's one thing that really holds up is that AI. It's like the AI on Halo, just very, very good, especially for the time. Like the way they dive out the way in rockets and stuff, the way they'll actually follow you to where you are. Like I've had those Scar follow me for quite a way through a level. Oh man. Again, those wood effects just being really enhanced by the shader effects. See, look, they just you have to really use splash damage on them because they're so good at avoiding the actual projectiles. Oh, they're running away. Oh my God! Finally. Start pressing buttons almost at random. Wow, that's cool. Whoop. Whew. Ooh. The arena. The effect off. Oh man, look at the difference. And the effect back on. Let's just dive right in. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What the hell? Oh my God. It's the Rancor. Just throwing boulders at me from nowhere. Alright, let's just fire everything we got at this guy. Absolutely everything. God damn. I've only seen this thing in Monster Hunt mode on UT99. Jesus, okay. Alright, here we go. Seems like just one of those rocks can just absolutely smash you to pieces, so... Oh my God. Come on, come on. Whew. That was a lot of rockets. Ooh, the nice castle floor from Peak there. Oh, we're back outside. And that looks like a ship over there. Oh man, look at this. Look at this. Oh, I mean, I love Unreal. I love the look of Unreal like this. I love it when it's running on Windows 98, on Glide. I love it. I love it when it's 800 by 600. But when it's at 4K and you've got DirectX 11, all the textures, and then Reshade as well. I mean, it's just... oh, it's just gorgeous. Look at it. Let's grab some power-ups. Ooh, look at that. Glowing in the dark there. That's such a nice effect. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at this fireplace. Effect off. Oh, man, look at the difference. And the effect back on. I mean, god damn. Ooh. Look at the two suns. The effect off. And then back on. Just can't overstate how good it looks. Effect off. Effect on. So I'm getting flak shells around here, which means I'm probably going to get the cannon soon. Oh yeah, here we are. Now we've got some bump mapped water. Look at that. I think we've been here before in a previous video on DX11. But, oh, again with the effect on. Holy crap, does that look nice. Look at the bump mapping in the water, and then the effect in the sky. Effect off, and then back on. Oh, it's going to be a competition. What's going to be the thumbnail? Oh, man. I just love that bump map effect in the water. I love the extra lighting effect that Solaris has. And is this the Vortex Rikers? Are we around basically the other side of the start of the game? Because if so, that's awesome. Quite a lot of world building as well. Not only are there like journals and stuff you can pick up, although they are hard to read in 4K, and you can kind of talk to some of the Gnarly that are around. Also areas like this where it's like a little village and like clearly a little church and stuff like that. Where did he go? Oh, even little graves and stuff. This is where I really don't get where Unreal 2 went wrong. Because how did they go from this to what Unreal 2 was? Well, I kind of do know. It was probably Halo that made them change course quite a bit. Which reminds me, we are going to look at Unreal 2 at some point. So that'll be fun. Let's see what's inside this church. Hoping it's going to be a flat cannon. Because if you are going to find a flat cannon, it most likely would be in a church, right? Oh, here we go. Here we go. He's going to take me to the flat cannon. Some health, some ammo. We're going right to the top of this church. There we go! Flat cannon, baby! I knew it. The flat cannon looks so different in this game. Well, it looks so much more like a military weapon rather than a corporate piece of technology. Oh, man, that was awesome. Yeah. Absolutely awesome. Oh. Effect off. And on. Not only does it look good, but it gave us a flat cannon. Okay, so now we're about to find out what area this is. Whoa. Oh, yeah. A bubbling barrel of something. The music's really kicking off. Whoa, boy. Here we go. And he's down. Ooh, look at this area. Effect off. Oh my god, and back on. Oh, that's a hell of an enhancement to the look. Okay, I think these things are going to kill me, so let's just run through recklessly. Whoa, 2 of them. Good lord. Yeah, ooh, look at that jibbing. Oh my god. Alright, let's check out this final area. I think we'll finish the video off on. Really nice glowing effects. Solaris and RTGI doing a whole bunch. Switch the effect off. And then back on. And a quick look in the lighting channel. So Solaris is doing quite a lot of the work there. You got extra shadowing and stuff. Definitely lots of extra shadowing from the RTGI's Ambient Occlusion and around here. But most of that extra lighting effect is being added by Solaris itself. Yeah, look at that. And the Magic HDR making a huge difference there as well. And then some of that color correction, just giving it that little extra tweak at the end. Oh yes, that's gotten a bit further in the game. And some of the little bits are a bit frustrating. And some of the bits you can get confused in quite easily. But it's a damn good game. I'm really enjoying it so far. And I think I've just gotten beyond where I played a few years ago on my old PC. So I'm going to carry on and I'm going to keep making videos throughout until I've completed the game. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. And it makes a huge difference with RTGI and DirectX 11. Extra textures, all that good stuff. Again, all linked in the description. Go check it out. Thanks for watching. Leave a like, leave a comment, let me know what you think, and if you've played Unreal before. And remember, Epic have removed a bunch of games from their stores and GOG and Steam, including the Unreal games. So go in the description to check out a link to that as well as a solution for still being able to play Unreal Tournament 4. Hope everyone's staying safe, and I will see you in the next video.